guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. Today, I got another retro handheld gaming device for you. This one is the RG353P or the RG353P, depending on how you want to say it. But it's by ANBERNIC. Again, we had one on the channel before by ANBERNIC, and that one was pretty good. It was a cool device. I like the color. It was mint green. You guys go check out that video if you didn't see it. But this one I'm looking forward to. This one's supposed to be running Android 11 and Linux, so that's a step up from the other device that we covered. This one also has 5G Wi-Fi and it's compatible with PC streaming online play. So without further ado, let's check out the box and then open this thing up. So just going around the box, you notice you have the controller or the handheld, and it kind of looks like, I don't know, maybe one of the old school Nintendo controllers. Definitely from the picture, it kind of reminds me of a Super Nintendo controller. But let's see, it says we get the console, obviously, in the box, charging cable, and a user manual, which I'm sure is going to come in handy. So, according to this little sticker right here on the box, it says the TF card has 4,452 classic games, and this is a 3.5-inch IPS display with 3,500 milliamp battery. So, doesn't seem like too bad of specs. Not expecting too much, just expecting to have a little fun. So let's open this thing up. Don't even need an unboxing knife. Check out what we get inside. So right off the device, but we'll save that for later. See what we get under here. I'm hearing some things rattle, so it must be the cable and whatnot under this little plastic cover. And yep, looks like USB type C. No, this might be a micro USB cable, just like before. Actually, no, this looks like USB type C to USB type A. So yeah, USB type C, USB type A cable. Looks like everything is going to USB type C. So some information. This must be the user manual. We're definitely gonna check this out in a second, but let's see what else we get in the box. Some wipes, wet and dry. Definitely gonna have to wipe down that screen. Looks like we get the SD card. So 64 gigabytes it looks like. Cool. And then looks like we get a little screen protector. So that's nice of ANBERNIC to add a little screen protector. For those of you that want to throw that onto your device, I'm probably not going to use this. Probably should use this, but I'm not going to. Just going to keep it real with you guys. Put all this to the side. Actually, we'll put this back in the box. We'll need this. So let's take a look at the user manual. See if we can learn some things about this device. Some helpful things. Looks like comes in multiple languages. But yeah, so this looks like the user manual just tells you about the main interface. So it's telling you different things, like after booting into the main interface of the system, refer to the following table for operations. It's telling you how to move around Linux. It's telling you how to move around the Android side of things as well. So we're definitely gonna need this. Showing you some of the functions of the buttons. But let's go ahead and put this to the side as well and take a look at the main event. Oh yeah, this definitely reminds me of a Super Nintendo controller. So just going around this handheld, you have the B button here, you have A, X, Y, one of the thumbsticks, aka joysticks. Depending on where you're from in the country, you might call them thumbsticks or joysticks, but here are the joysticks, and they feel pretty good. Nice rubbery feeling. I like this. You have the D-pad. Not too clicky, but it's also, it has a decent amount of feedback. Here's your select button, start button here. This button says F and then here's the power button. Up top, you got the right bumper, left bumper, R2, L2, and then it looks like you have a couple ports here. So one of these must be where you put your charging cable. And let's just see, double check where I put that charging cable. Just make sure it fits in there nicely. Might as well do this live while we're unboxing. So charging cable goes in nicely right here. And here's a reset button. There's the volume up, volume down. And then one of these is going to be for probably your Wi-Fi adapter. I don't see a Wi-Fi adapter anywhere in this package, so you might need your own Wi-Fi adapter. Yeah, the last retro handheld we unboxed came with a Wi-Fi adapter, so I'm sure I got a spare one lying around, but looks like you'll need your own. So let's power this thing up, see if we got any juice. And we do. Look at this. The screen is pretty clear. So far, not the brightest screen, but it is clear. Looks like some padding on the back, some grip. So if you're holding this, feels a little good on your fingers. Might prevent you from just dropping this. I don't really see how you could drop it. It fits well in the hand. So I went to all games, and let's just see what we got. Let's just test it. So we got, actually, let's go ahead and throw this SD card in. This is where all the games are. All right, I got the SD card loaded into the RG353P, and how to do that, you flip this upside down, and as you see down here, there's also a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, but the SD card goes into this TF2/EXT slot, and once you do, you should reboot the device. And after rebooting the device, if you can see down here, it tells me how many games I have for each platform. So for the vertical arcade, you see it says 307 games. Wonder Swan color, there's 66 games. You know we're going to be testing this DBZ out. Not sure we're going to be doing that for this video, but we're definitely going to be doing it. So for Nintendo, we have 693 games. And for Game Boy, it looks like 208. Let's see what we have for Game Boy. Some Donkey Kong Land. Look, there's Double Dragon, Mega Man. You know I'm definitely a fan of Mega Man. Let's test out some Donkey Kong Land. Why not? You guys got to leave me a comment below and just let me know some of your favorite old school games, retro games. You know, if you're an 80s kid or a 90s baby, whatever. What games were you playing? Wow, this feels really old school, but I'm liking the experience so far. Let's hit start. Wow. I guess we're really taking it back here. I might be old, but I'm not this old. But surprisingly, this is playing pretty well. Let me zoom in just so, oh, I was trying to zoom in and end up getting taken out. I'm gonna blame that one on you guys. Look at that. Look at that. It's my kind of game. Just the right pace. Nice and easy. Oh, missed it. Oh. All right. Let's see if we can exit out of this game. There you go. Close content. Main menu. There we go. One of the biggest gripes I had with the last retro gaming handheld is it was a pain in the butt to exit out and get back to the main menu, the start menu, to play a different game. But this one looks like, well, at least with this game, it was nice and easy. Let's test one more before we wrap this up. So many to choose from. What do we got on? Super Nintendo. That was always one of my favorites. These Donkey Kong games should look significantly better now that it went from the Game Boy to Super Nintendo. Some old school Street Fighter, Double Dragon, Mega Man. Let's check out another Donkey Kong. Why not? So far, really nice experience. The buttons feel good. This feels just like a Super Nintendo controller. It's kind of the best way to describe this controller. But the games are running really smooth. I also noticed that in the menu, it's under before you get to games, or in the same selection that you get to games on, there's an option for TV, music, so you probably can load music onto this thing and watch some shows and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, this does look drastically better than the last Donkey Kong game we just played. All right, let's start this. 1994. Feels like ages ago. So you can do multiplayer too? Okay. This looks so much better. Nice. Look at that. We got Diddy. Probably should get that K. Runs very smooth, as you would expect. I can't imagine it's too much going on to make this game run sluggish. The graphics aren't intense or anything like that. I'm not doing anything, but nonetheless. Oh, look at that. Tagged in Diddy. Sweet. Let's go ahead and get this guy up here. Did not mean to do that, but we got a rhino. I forgot all about this in the game. Oh, that's right. Secret passage. I'm having too much fun. The stage is almost over. Look at that. Just like that. So guys, I hope you enjoyed some of that light gaming coming from this RG353P by ANBERNIC, this retro handheld gaming controller. Compared to the last one that we tested out, I like this one much better. Feels a lot smoother. The games seem like they run a lot better, and I just like the overall feel and look to it. The way it fits in your hand, it fits pretty good, and it feels, most importantly, like a controller should feel. So I like the grips on the back as well. You shouldn't have a problem dropping this thing. You shouldn't have a problem with it slipping out of your hand or anything like that. Also, one thing about this device, you can also go to something. If you hit start into the main menu, you can go to the Kodi Media Center, and when you click on that, it'll load up, and this looks like where you can add TV shows or music videos. It says radio. Let's see if you guys can. There you go. So it says TV, radio, games, pictures, add-ons. So it looks like you can do a lot more with this device than you could with some of the previous devices. So that's a good addition, good add-on, and you could pick this device up on Amazon for, I believe, around $150. Might be a little cheaper than that. And then if you wanted to exit out of there, you'd hit this F button here, and then that's gonna give you options to exit. And once you hit exit, it'll load back into the hub where all your games are. All in all, pretty good device for the money. You can play endless amounts of games. So over 4,000 games, you should be busy for quite a while playing these games. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed. Catch you in the next one. Peace. Might want to pick you up one of these.